Hi, and welcome back to another DFrench guitar lesson. My name is Darren. I'll be your instructor for the day. Today I'm going to teach you an exercise I like to use as a warm-up and also a dexterity building exercise. It's good for both beginners and intermediate students. It's a little challenging and you can take it at your own pace, but what we're doing is we're using thirds and moving thirds. So a third is just when you start on one note and then you play the third note above that. So for example, here's our G sharp and C. G sharp, C, that'd be a third. So what this exercise does is starts with your fourth finger and then moves up to third, then goes to your second finger to your first finger. So you're using all four fingers in this exercise. So what I'm going to do is start slowly with this. So we're just going to start with the first two strings, the E and the A. You're going to take your fourth finger, and remember, like we did before, all fingers are going to be assigned to a fret. So you got kind of a box system here where you have your fourth finger is going to be on the fourth fret, third finger on the third fret, second finger on the second fret, and first finger on the first fret. And they're going to stay there. So the first thing we're going to do is take our fourth finger on the low E string, fourth fret, and we're going to do a down pick. Then we're going to move our third finger to the second string, third fret. Then our second finger, first string, or second fret, first string. First finger, first fret, second string. So to go slowly, you're starting with your fourth finger. So again, you're doing 1, 3, 1, 3. Okay, so let's do that again. Fourth finger, fourth fret, first string. Third finger, third fret, second string. Second finger, second fret, first string. First finger, first fret, second string. So again, we'll do it slowly. And picking wise, we're going to be using the alternate picking method. So we're doing a downstroke, upstroke, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So when you're first learning this exercise, stick with the first two strings until you until your fingers start to get used to it. You start to build that muscle memory. So let's just start here with the first two. You go slowly. Feel like you're getting more comfortable, start speeding it up a little bit. Maybe double time it. And again, every time you learn something new, just take your time, learn a technique, practice it until your fingers get the muscle memory down and you're not having to think about it so much or direct them so much. Then start building up your speed, but work with the metronome. I like to work with the metronome even when I'm learning new songs, just to kind of help develop my sense of time, make sure that I'm not speeding up or slowing down or doing anything that's going to make the song sound bad. Okay, let's go to the next string. So now we're on our A string. Your fourth finger is going to be on the fourth fret of the second string, the A string. And then your third finger on the third fret of the string below it. Back to the second string, your second finger, second fret. And then back to the string below it with your first finger. So you're doing the exact same pattern. It just keeps repeating for each set of strings. So start slow. Double time it. Again, you're alternate picking the whole time. Okay, move down to the next string, which is your D. Fourth finger on the fourth fret. And again, just repeat the pattern. So the next two sets are the next two strings. And just stay with those two strings until you feel comfortable. Okay, then you're going to move down to the next string. Same thing, same pattern. Last two strings. Okay, So we're going to start from bottom and work our way up. We're going to do an ascending pattern here. So we're going to start on the low E string, 4th fret. Now we're going to put all of the strings together. Okay. Now when you get to this point, we're going to work our way up the fretboard too. So you're working up and down, and then you're going to work across. So now what you're going to do is you're going to slide your 1st and 2nd finger up a half a step to the 2nd and 3rd frets, and you're going to work your way down. So now it's going to get a little trickier. Okay, now when you get to that point, again, move up another half a step, your 4th finger and your 3rd finger going up to the 6th and the 5th frets. Okay, again, move up a half a step. Okay, again, up a half a step. Up a half a step. And up another half a step. And then another half a step. Now we're on the 12th fret. And I'm doing this on an acoustic, so there's only so far up the fretboard I can go, but if you're using an electric, I like to practice these exercises on an acoustic before I pick it up on the electric, because it just builds your fingers much more quickly. If you can play it on the acoustic, it's going to feel so much easier once you get it on an electric guitar. So when you're practicing stuff like this and you got an acoustic, stick with the acoustic, and then put it on the electric, and you find how much easier and how much faster you can do it. Okay, so now what we want to do with this is, now that I took that one kind of slow. When you put it all together, and as I do it as a warm-up, I like to go all the way up and all the way down. So we're going to start. And so on and so forth. And then we'll work our way down. Down a half a step. And all the way down, so on and so forth. Okay, now once you start getting that down, again, take your time. Again, when you start learning this, stick with 2 strings at a time. Just play those 2 until you feel comfortable. Once you feel like you have that down, move on to the next 2. And up to the next 2. Then once you get that down, you can go up and down the neck and across. Then start playing with the pattern, or start playing with the rhythms a little bit. Sometimes you can do a syncopated. Or play it in a swing. So all you're doing is you're teaching your fingers to do something that they're not used to doing, but it's going to help develop your agility, help your fingers work independently of each other. And again, it's a warm-up, it's an exercise, so do it maybe 5-6 minutes at the beginning of your practice routine, and you'll find that your fingers are going to feel a lot better before you go into your other things. Okay, I hope this was helpful. This is a moving thirds exercise. If you like this video, you can find others on this site. Again, my name is Darren.